Ramble.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Welcome to Guilty Pleasures. Today we're talking about Dan Trachtenberg's Prey.
Is he related to Michelle Trachtenberg?
Sure isn't.
Oh.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are talking about Prey. It is the newest Hulu original movie in the Predator franchise. This movie fucking rips. Let's talk about it. I am stoked. How you guys feeling today?
Oh my God, I'm feeling like I could pray.
Yeah.
That was bad.
You guys are
Not a strong start.
It's fine.
you guys are over there munching. We got Eat, Pray, and we're gonna love.
There we go. It's bad so far, guys.
Yeah, this is our worst episode.
Yeah.
Please unsubscribe.
Because it's so
and leave.
good.
It's already a good movie.
Yeah.
We can already just
It's
start
a
off.
pleasure.
Can we just say
It's
this
a
out the
pleasure.
gate?
Yeah.
This
It's a
movie's
pleasure.
fucking
Watch
rules.
it.
It fucking rips.
Watch it.
The only thing I will say is that people were like, yo, if this was in movie theaters, it would make however many $1 billion.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
it's
think
a
that
movie
it
at
would have
home.
been a cult classic, and
Yeah.
then people would have realized that they should have seen
They
it.
should have seen it in
Exactly.
theaters. I really do want to see it in theaters.
100%.
But like, I also think the accessibility of it is why it's so successful right now.
I unfortunately agree.
Yeah.
I did not know this was a, what is it, Predator movie?
Predator.
I had no idea until I saw
Which
the
is
dreads.
great. But that's what like that dude, the Cloverfield dude does. Where he's
right.
like, I think Cloverfield Lane, you didn't know it was a Cloverfield movie until she got out.
After. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Predator movie. You may know Predator from the film Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or maybe if you grew up not really having seen it, you're like, oh, that's that goofy motherfucker from Predators vs. Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, the hunter with the dreads. But this takes the Predator franchise and puts it back in the past. We are in the Great Plains in the 1700s. You have the Comanche tribe, and you have a young woman warrior who wants to be a warrior named Nadu.
But they want her to be in the kitchen with the medicine.
They want her to be a gatherer.
And she wants to be a
Hunter.
warrior.
Yeah.
And so when your coming of age in the Comanche tribe is to go on this big hunt, and you choose what is going to be your rite of passage. There is a mountain lion that attacks one of their own. She goes out on her hunt. But it turns out there's something else in these woods. Ooh. And that thing is a motherfucking predator. Really, this movie is just the dopest survival movie in the woods you've seen, starring an all-native cast that happens to have a fucking alien in it. It is.
The juxtaposition was probably my favorite part about this, because what we were just coming off of watching, what was the movie? Triple R? RRR. And what I loved about that was like the juxtaposition between like the wealth and the wonder versus like the native tribe in the woods. And this movie gave me that in such a beautiful like dichotomy of the cinematography, and the color was so grounded in the woods so much. And then you had this unbelievably futuristic shit, which should not have worked at all. And it fucking...
But it wasn't, I didn't even, so I've seen all of the Predator movies.
Not surprised.
Yeah, fair enough.
Checks out.
Checks out. But it wasn't futuristic. It like all of his tech wasn't futuristic.
No, it's
for
very
them.
grounded.
It felt like,
Yeah.
like all of the Predators, the little beams on their head. It didn't shoot like spikes. It shot like an actual like plasma ball or something like that would like destroy people.
This is back in the original movies. So we're actually seeing a more, I mean, this is a
Advanced.
300.
Yeah, 1700. So like the whole mythos is that the Predators come to Earth to do a rite of passage. Themselves.
Oh, the same way.
The same way that this girl was doing. And that's why it was like so fucking dope, because it's just like, I have to get back home so that I can say I was the apex predator on Earth, and I can become, you know, a part of my race.
Okay.
And she was doing the same thing, and you just see this clashing of, I need to do this for my family.
I feel a little bummed
Fuck
that
yeah.
I didn't know that all of the Predator movies are based on being the alpha predator situation, because that was such a shock when I found out in this movie that it was a race to try and be the strongest predator on Earth.
Yeah, that's why he was like looking at all the other predators and being like, no, I can kill this thing. I can kill this thing.
But everyone else already knew that while going into it.
Kind of.
I mean, I would say that the movie stands really well on its own.
It stands alone.
And if this is your introduction to the Predator universe, which for me it half was. I mean, I saw Predator when I was way younger, and I've like seen scenes from Predator vs. Alien, which I don't want to talk about. But this felt fresh and like it trusts you to catch up. And you get to see this Predator come to Earth. He's hunting animals one by one. Which, you ever seen a Predator fight a fucking bear?
Yes.
You have now.
That shit was sick.
Sick as fucking hell.
Because you never see that part of it, of the Predator's journey, where it's just like, I have to go and log all of the animals that are here and then see what's at the top of the food chain. And then they finally find humans and you're like, you're at the top of the food chain. I'm going after you, so on and so forth. So like, seeing that aspect of things was also like super dope.
It was exhilarating.
Yeah.
I love, when the Predator first comes, so he kills the bear, or maybe it's the wolf, and you see him like rip the skull out.
Oh yeah,
and
the
then
wolf.
he fossilizes the skull and attaches it to his belt. He's like, I got that one. You're coming with me.
One Predator,
Trophy
zero
hunter.
wolf.
I'm going to tell you that this is probably the least notes I've ever taken.
Because you were watching it so well?
I just watched.
Because, so the other thing is that, so during the write, I kind of like trying to see ahead a little bit, because you kind of get what's about to happen.
Sure.
I saw the poster for this movie. I was like, oh man, that green is dope on her face. Like, where's she gonna get that green goo. And then her brother comes home and he has the blood of the lion that he killed on his face. And then she goes off and she's like, all right, I'm going to go find this fucking thing. And I saw that its blood was translucent?
Or
neon?
just glowing green.
Glowing green.
Yeah.
And I was like, is she about to put the fucking blood of the Predator on her fucking face?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? And then it happened and I was like,
Did you
let's
lose your mind?
go.
Dude, can we talk about this lead actress?
She's great.
Amazing.
She's great. She's going to be in everything. I
went when I saw her on screen because I was like, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
Her name is Amanda Midthunder. She
last name is Midthunder. That like, could you?
Nah, she fucks.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
The whole cast is Native American actors. It just gave this authenticity to the movie.
Yeah.
It felt really transformative. I had the pleasure, and I did not get to tell you guys to do this beforehand.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
I got to watch the Comanche dub, which I cannot recommend enough.
Wait, explain what that is.
So the movie was pitched to be all in Comanche, which is the language of this tribe. And so when Dan Trachtenberg got the script, it said all English in the script is Comanche. And now, of course,
we whited
big
it.
studio is going to be like, no, we're fucking filming this in
so
American.
he wanted all subtitles?
Yeah.
That would have been so cool in a movie theater.
And so the way that I watched it, they dubbed it in Comanche, where they are speaking in their native tongue, and you have subtitles. And frankly, you barely need to even read it, like, because you're just there.
Yeah.
But it's so immersive.
Yeah.
And I got sucked into this world. And frankly, it made me realize how little media we have gotten to enjoy about Native American culture. I mean, it's something I think about a lot, of like how robbed we are. Like, America has this rich, beautiful history that then was just stripped and sanitized and shoved away. And this movie felt like a good start of like, I got to live in this story. I got to enjoy it. So I cannot recommend enough watching it with that dub. It just sucks you into that world.
Yeah. Because the movie is also so quiet.
Yeah.
You don't need, there's no score. You get a couple bongs and hums and all that stuff. Bum. And all that stuff, and like the hums and the clicks of the Predator itself.
Oh my God, we got to talk about these fucking clicks.
Terrifying.
Did they invent that? Because I swear to God,
like
every fucking movie with an alien guy is
it's a
clicker.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like a clicking thing.
All right, well, it makes me less mad that this was the original. Yeah. I was like, this bullshit again.
Yeah. No, that's usually like the Predator's voice.
Fine.
But like, yeah, it's so quiet because that's what it would feel like.
Yeah.
You know, when you're outside and even like the night scenes didn't feel weirdly as dark as like, you know, just walking in the Great Plains during the daytime, because it's just like, you're still being hunted. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just was so immersive, like you were saying, because you don't really need dialogue. It's a fight to the death.
Yep.
And this, in the same way that John Wick doesn't really have dialogue.
We're gonna just have to force you to do it.
It's the top of my list. I'm sure they made the decision to do that before filming, but I wonder if someone somewhere was like, this is gonna be a streamer, and if people are at home on their phones, they're not gonna watch something with subtitles.
Well, it was filmed again in English, and they just dubbed it. I think they were never gonna, unfortunately, give a big budget to a movie that was all subtitled because they don't trust audiences.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
We hate culture here.
This bitch is fighting everything.
Everything.
You think that this is a movie where she's fighting an alien? She's fighting the
environment.
She's fighting the world, baby.
But she's fighting the world. She's fighting patriarchy. She's fighting the French. Fuck them.
Oh, that was hilarious. What a good reveal.
Yeah. But I mean,
she's getting sucked into mud. That scene.
That was crazy. But that's also like a callback to the first one. Because I was going to call him Leonardo DiCaprio.
Arnold
Schwarzenegger. In order to hide himself from the Predator's heat vision, covers himself in mud.
These movies all give me unrealistic expectations about quicksand and mud in real life.
I definitely movies have made me think that quicksand should be
everywhere.
In like top 5 biggest concerns.
Yes.
It is not.
And at least I was like, well, it's not really, doesn't seem to be in America. And then I'm like, oh no,
it's there.
It's here.
Yeah.
Was it quicksand or was it just a mud hole?
Mud.
Quicksand.
Quick mud.
It was quick mud.
From what I've heard, the quicksand is more of that consistency than anything else. Yeah.
Oh, it's mud.
Than like a sand thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets sucked into mud. I mean, it's a tremendous, like, you talk about milking fucking tension. She's in, and it's quiet.
And it's quiet.
She's in this.
And it's like fucking
real.
20 minutes of her trying to get out of this mud hole.
She's in this mud hole.
Hatchet.
And she's turned her, is it a hatchet?
Hatchet.
Yeah.
She has it on a string, and there's this fucking dope ass scene where she's whipping it into trees and then pulling it, whipping it into tree, whipping it.
She can throw that hatchet back and forth like I throw this ass now that I am single.
Okay.
This bitch, it was so sick and cool to watch a bitch throw that axe like that.
And then bring it back.
Yeah.
And then she's in the mud, and she's trying to get out. She throws her axe, and it just keeps slipping through the wood and breaking, and she's getting lower and lower, and it just it keeps you there.
Yeah.
Can we please talk about the best part of this whole movie?
The dog.
Oh yeah, the dog.
Dog.
Her and her dog was so fucking dope.
I said, as soon as I saw that dog on screen, I said out loud to no one, if they kill this dog, I'm turning it off.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they did not kill the dog. There were so many animal deaths. There was the bear, there was the wolf, there was this guy, there was the lion. And I was like, I swear to fucking God, they're trying to set me up to desensitize me to the dog being dead. He lived. He was the hero.
doggo did get his hands in a little trap.
Yeah.
Tail.
Or his tail. Thank you.
It was fine. It was
he was so cute. He was so smart.
Such a smart
Showed
dog.
the loyalty between man and dog, just like this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Nadu, again, played by Amanda Mid-Thunder. She's fucking bad as hell. She's cool.
So hot.
Yeah, she's cool. And she's very smart. There was like this magical like build up in the whole thing where the predator keeps on finding the predator of, certain situations and then kills the predator to be an apex predator. And then she becomes prey to the predator that the predator is hunting, like 3 different times.
Right.
So it is seeing her and then being like, you are prey. I am not going to perceive you as a threat. So you can just go.
Which is great because this whole time, everyone is underestimating her.
Everybody,
family, they're like, you're not really a fighter. Why
Right.
don't you maybe go home and do some medicine?
Right. Do medicine and all that stuff.
I really like the classic brother-sister rivalry in that part.
But then there's the scene where it finally perceives her as a threat because it's just like, this is a smart
She's outsmarted
being. She's outsmarted me,
And
blah, blah, blah.
that's what
I'm
makes
getting
you
my ass handed to
beta.
me. And you get this wide shot of it towering over her and her just looking up with her little hatchet like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And it's so sick. And it's just like, finally you see me for what I am, and I'm going to bring your head back to my family.
Well, and you skipped right before then. She does this speech where she's like, you don't perceive me as a threat.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to be able to kill you.
Yeah.
That's why I am the threat.
Yeah,
That was so good. This movie gives you the absolute fucking thrill. There is nothing more satisfying than watching a Comanche girl just fucking murk Frenchies.
Yeah. Oh my God. She beats the shit out of all of it. She kills
This
like a
was
whole
a nice
camp.
reveal. Because you don't realize the Frenchies are at play until the second act.
It was a
fair.
wonderful reveal.
Yeah, because
Right.
you're like, oh my God.
But you see the traps.
the
You see that there are
Comanches.
traps around.
Yeah, but
and you're
you
like,
think
where did
maybe
that
it's
come from?
another like
Yeah.
try. Or I thought the Predator had set them up.
Yeah, but it doesn't do like, shit like that.
Well, I don't fucking know. I've never seen
Oh,
I've
you're
never
right.
seen
You're
a
right.
Predator
You're
movie.
right.
And then to reveal, of course, it's the Christopher Columbus ass white guys here
Yeah.
to ruin the fucking day.
Yeah.
Who we're supposed to think are bigger predators than the natives, and they are very much not.
What is a
Because
great
they have guns.
a great
That was speaking on the guns, it was a funny scene where they shot and then the predator didn't like flinch, and then they're like,
Uh-oh.
and then they had to like do all this other shit to reload the
It
gun.
takes 20 minutes
Yeah.
to load a fucking gun back
It's like, I'm gonna
then.
fucking murder you.
Yeah.
there was a great extended metaphor in seeing how the Comanche respect their kills,
Yeah.
and how everyone else doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's both and it's like there's imperialism at play here, right? You have the imperialist French, you have the imperialist Predator.
Right.
And so there's
But
this,
the predator does respect its kills.
does he? I mean,
Yeah,
he's ripping
like-
their throats out.
But he keeps it.
Is
He
that
like
respect?
Yeah, I think he like
don't
keeps
know.
the head and all that stuff. He's a trophy hunter.
Mutilates. Is trophy hunting respecting?
In a degree, yes. To a degree, I believe so.
I can't fuck with
I
that.
think it's more than skinning an animal and then just leaving it to die.
God, there's this scene. Yeah, she comes into this field where there's like a field of buffalo that have been skinned, and she puts a flower on one of them and says a prayer. And I'm like, wait, did she just then go around and do that 14 more
all the
times?
No, she didn't. She didn't give a fuck.
No,
she was
she's like, I
need
gotta go.
I gotta get the fuck out
But
of
I
here.
liked that motif that kept happening of this like predator prey moment. Like you kept seeing these kills. Like first it started with a snake eating a mouse, like kind of off to the side of camera, and you're like getting it in your head that this is a game, this is
Yeah.
a chase, and
Yeah.
and then you start to see the levels go higher and higher all the way up to the final battle.
By the way, so she finds this mutilated snake later.
Yeah.
And how fucking smart, just small detail, but the first time she sees the predator's tracks,
Yeah.
it's at night.
Yeah.
She finds this snake body at night. And it just like subtly your mind goes like, oh, she can hunt. She
Yeah.
can track.
Yeah.
Because just she's doing it in the dark. And
Right.
she still is like, what made these tracks? What did this?
And they're like, it's a bear. It's like, this is not
a bear.
No
This is
bear.
Way too big for a bear. Why would a bear be on its hind legs? That doesn't make any fucking sense, you idiots.
Going back to like going back to the brother and sister rivalry, right? Like you learn really early on that their father passed. He used to be like the head of the
was the war
tribe,
chief.
war chiefs. And the son is obviously next in line.
Yeah.
He's trying to teach her. He's really the only one that believes in her. That's
Yeah.
like, you can do this.
'Cause he knows.
Yeah, he knows that she's a bad bitch. And the other members of this tribe are fucking awful to her.
Yeah.
And they're very much like boys will be boys. There's no girls allowed club. And there's this scene where she's been out trying to hunt on her own and they run into her and
Yeah.
are like, you're going
Yeah.
home because you're just going home to make medicine and cook. And they like capture her. And then the predator comes and just
just like rips
obliterates them apart. I mean, that was it's very gruesome.
No, it's
kills
gross.
are dope.
They're dark, man. But yeah.
like a man gets split in half, I
Yeah.
think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. That little spike thing that it shoots
Is sick.
It would like destroys people.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Like
It's-
things through the eyes, things through the head,
Yeah.
lots of like ouchies moments.
yeah.
So Predator has always been a little goofy to me as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it feels like such an 80s creation of cocaine and pumped up muscles and more is better. And it's like, you can just imagine them railing lines while they're coming up with this character. It's like, okay, he has heat vision and Wolverine claws and he turns fucking invisible. Yeah. Oh, and he's got a super net that shreds you. Oh, and he's got a shield, but the shield's a knife and a fire sword and drone bombs.
And dreads.
It's just like, there's so much that this
what can he do?
So much.
He's got 17 computers on his forearm.
But this movie somehow made me okay with it.
Yeah.
And what an accomplishment.
Because I don't know. I think it's the. I think so. Who said this? I don't know who said this, but they said the worst invention that man has created is the ability to kill from a distance. And there's something that is reverent about watching your thing that you've hunted die. And it's like something about like taking away like the spirit of it, or you're taking a life and you need to watch that life and see what you just did to something else.
Yeah, it's got to be impactful.
Right, and let it impact you and let it like wash over you. So when you see them just like fight head to head.
Yes.
With like the same, not from a distance. Like in the first one, they're shooting at each other and blah blah blah. And it's just like, yeah, but you're not actually killing the thing. You have a weapon. You're not fighting it. And watching her set traps and all of this stuff, and even with the Predator, makes it that much more.
That's why the bear scene was so dope. Because you're just like, you have to hand maul a bear.
Yeah. He was going like, toe to toe with a bear. He was like knuckled up and started punching a bear.
Like, use one of your fucking things, and it doesn't work.
It doesn't want to. He's not.
I'm gonna do. That's not fun.
I gotta do this with my hands.
We neglected to say how the bear scene ends.
Oh yeah. Wait. He's like rips it in half.
He holds a bear. It was like 1,000 pounds over his body, rips its stomach open, and you just see, because he's invisible at this point, you see this invisible 6-foot monstrosity, 7 foot, drenched in blood.
8-foot bunch.
Drenched in blood. And it still sees her underneath the dam, and it's just like, again, you're not a threat.
You're not a threat. See, we underestimate women in so many facets of life. It's crazy. I'm glad we got this one in the history books.
All right, I do have to do this.
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry.
Uh-oh.
The disrespect of animation.
Here comes Garrick.
You're so right.
I'm so sorry. The disrespect of animation is getting to a point where I need to start like fighting people.
Okay.
The show Primal does this movie in such a beautiful and unique and quiet way. Primal is a show about pretty much like a Neanderthal. Like he's like a strong caveman, and it's quiet. There's nothing that like is said because they don't have language, and he befriends like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's like really small and all that stuff because they have similar trauma. They have like a trauma bond and all that stuff. But it's just them surviving. So the entire like survival part of this movie, I was like, oh, this is Primal. Oh, that's sick. That's Primal. Blah blah blah. This is Primal.
Which came first?
Primal.
Okay.
Yeah, Primal is a 5-time Emmy award winner.
Excuse me, I learn things from you every week, Rick.
Even still, the fact that it's
you
getting
which
this
came
much
first. This movie came out a week ago.
Yeah, right.
Okay, listen, I just watched Invincible, and like I feel like that hasn't been out for a long time.
Yeah, it came out for like a year.
Yeah, I'm still catching up to the animation game.
But like
to me, all animation's brand new.
Yeah. It's just the fact that this is getting so highly applauded. And
well, Primal is again
a cartoon.
5-time Emmy winner. People who know that Primal is incredible, but it's I think it's just the extent. I don't know. People
it's
like
the fact
watching
that it's live action.
People like watching people.
Yeah,
people like watching people. I get it. I guess. But
I'm sorry, man.
Dog, it's so upsetting because Primal is so fucking beautiful.
That's why we have this
incredible.
podcast for you to yell about it.
One thing that really made me laugh. This fucking Predator. Okay, sure, he's a fighter. He's a little bitch-ass bitch.
What?
Oh, wow.
Punk-ass bitch. He's fucking fighting, and then so he's chasing her, and then the French people show up, and he just goes, huh, huh, and he turns invisible. And can you imagine that he's in the middle of a fighting scene and he just turns invisible and freezes?
Yeah.
Cheating.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's cheating. But might I pose, Zachary, that she basically does the same thing when she eats her medicine that makes her body so cold that he can't see her.
Yeah.
Loved that.
That was great.
She turns invisible.
This isn't a guilt at all, but it's just a pleasure that I didn't even get to talk about. The way she fucks this thing up.
Yes.
Is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There usually when you have like the final battle, it's like a back and forth.
Yeah.
And all that stuff is like, oh, there's gonna be an all
like,
this lost
you think
moment
he's
and all
gonna
that stuff.
win,
He's
and
gonna
then
win
he's
and all
not.
that
He's
stuff,
gonna
and then she
tide the turns.
overcomes.
Yeah.
No, there was none of
No.
that. She beats the shit out of it.
She beats the
like
shit out of
everything
him.
that she planned for worked. It fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
And the dog lived.
And the dog lived because she's like, oh, you actually aren't even on my level.
Yes.
Which was dope.
Like she made him look so dumb.
She made him look stupid.
She was like, take
made
those
him look
17
stupid.
computers on your forum and
Yeah.
shove them right up your own ass.
She made him look stupid. Everybody that was killed by it
Yep.
looked stupid. And like truly just came out on top as
Yep.
like, no, you guys should be worshiping me.
Yeah.
And you know why you get to do that is because we've watched her lose all movie.
Be
that's
underestimated.
And it's fucking great writing where like
Yeah.
you're just watching her suffer again and again and again. And she loses every
Yeah.
encounter
But,
she
like,
gets
she-
in the entire movie.
She loses every encounter that she can't prepare for. It's
Yeah.
almost
Sure.
like the Batman situation where it's just like, well, not in the movie, the
Yeah.
Batman, we're just Batman in general. Any fight that he can prepare for, he'll
win 'cause
probably
he's the smartest
win.
man.
Yeah.
But like there's so many scenes like we talked about the scene where Predator rips all the homeboys to shreds. She's in handcuffs during that
Yeah.
scene. Or her hands are tied up and like she's just trying to saw her way out. Like she is in all of these really vulnerable situations and like when the bear fight, she's just like
Yeah.
climbing
Stuck under
through
the
woods.
dam.
Yeah.
Like so now you've seen her again lose or get beat up again and again and again. So when we finally get to this big fight, you're like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm ready to
finally.
see her just
Yeah.
we
wreck
got to
it.
talk about when her and the brother, like when her brother kind of dies for her.
Oh, yeah.
right?
When they were double teaming it, that
sacrifices
was fucking
himself. I liked the moment when she was saying that quote because she's funny, right? She's kind of goofy little girl. She's a silly, goofy little girl, and their hands are tied together, and she has the idea to put their hands in the trap below them and have it cut off her hands to make them free. And she's giving this soliloquy that's like, and he sacrificed
watched
his
a
own
beaver
hand,
gnaw his own arm
hand
off.
off to be free. And she's like, and it's worth it. And then she like taps the trap and lifts their hands up just in time to get it cut. She goes, I'm smarter than a beaver. And I was like, yes, you are, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Maybe beaver was a euphemism for pussy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
there it is.
I could always find a way, guys.
gnaw your own pussy
Pussy off.
off.
Yeah.
I
'Cause that'll do it.
That'll do it. I loved all the scenes with the brother when those two. There's this one scene where they're running from the predator who's invisible in
the
tall grass.
That
And
scene was fucking crazy.
You
That's
have
like
this overhead shot.
That's
and
one of the better uses of drone shots that I've seen in a while. Because everybody wants to do like the Atlanta fucking drone shot of the
Yeah.
city and all of that stuff. But just to see it like in a horror aspect was very cool.
Jarring.
Yeah, very jarring.
People may assume. I mean, I'm glad you said horror. That was to me like the one effective. Like, oh, this
Yeah,
is fucking
this is
scary.
scary.
But it's not. Predator is more of an action franchise.
Yeah.
And if in case you're listening to this and be like, I don't know that I want to watch it. The movie's scary. You
It's
can
not.
do it.
Yeah.
You told when you first said you wanted to do this, I was like, I don't want to watch a scary movie because I think you had told me it was a Predator movie. I don't know what you
Yeah.
said, but I was like, I'm not watching it. It's too scary. And then I started watching it. I was like, this is a female forward.
Yeah.
Fuck you to the man. Bad bitch with a dog. Power story. It's an action movie.
It is.
Coming of age.
This movie made me remember how like the parts that we haven't destroyed. God, America's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is so pretty.
It's a really pretty
You got to
country.
go to a national park.
Oh yeah.
Because buffaloes
Yellowstone?
like walk up to your fucking car. And I was like, this is insane. Buffaloes are huge.
Yeah.
You gotta see a buffalo, guys.
Gotta go see Buffalo.
Go to the park.
They're in Catalina as well, right?
Yeah, they
Not
are.
the same, but yeah.
They
Yeah.
are.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
This movie made me want to live off the land.
Yeah.
It made me want to be a hunter, not in like a fucking prize way, but like I wanna earn my keep.
Yeah, I want to have to hunt a deer and then prepare its body for the summer.
Yeah.
You know, to like
Make use of all the parts.
Yeah.
This movie made me want to eat rabbit because that's what I can catch.
Right.
You would catch a fucking mouse.
Right.
And I would eat it. I would have no choice. I would have to get better at it.
Yeah. Whatever. Also, like, Primo does this as well. I'm sorry.
You're not.
I'm not. I'm really not. The idea that humans without technology are just animals.
Yeah.
Is like just so well done in this
Yeah.
movie and in Primal as well, where it's just like you're kind of just on equal footing with a lot of the things in the land, especially like, you know, a lion, where it's like, okay, so you really have to prove that you are above it with your wits or like whatever tools you have or and all of that. But the scene that really got it for me is when somebody came to tell the mom that her son had died. And her reaction wasn't like, oh, I'm wailing and blah, blah, blah. It was like, damn, shit happens. I got to keep doing what I need to do
That's
to
like
survive.
the time and the culture there.
Right. So
there's something to that where it's like my children are warriors.
my children are warriors and my children are, you know, they can just die at any point in time.
Yeah, and it's their duty and honor, right?
Yeah.
Like that was so much of like the
They're at the
Greek
whim of
mythology.
nature. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. This movie had me thinking the entire time I was watching it, which one of us three would survive the longest in the woods?
Are you
my
kidding
God.
me? I would trip
I would
the first second.
Yeah.
I would.
You would die immediately.
I wouldn't even. The predator wouldn't even get me. I would just like get impaled by a rock.
Yeah. No,
I
like
think-
a rock would fall, like an acorn would hit you in the head, the wrong
Right.
spot, like in your soft spot.
Or like we would hear a noise and I'd go, what was that? And I would trip.
Shit
and
Shit your
ding,
pants.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Yeah.
I
And then
think-
it would come down to me and Garrick, which
I think I would die from being annoyed by like
Me?
bugs and whatnot.
because here's the thing is you got the strength.
But
Obviously.
I'm such an indoor kid
Yeah.
that when I'm outdoors, I'm like, oh, this is
And I'm an outdoor bitch.
yeah, I'll go in the water.
Like I don't do my nails.
Yeah.
I got cuts and scrapes. I think I would survive the longest out of the three of us.
Yeah, damn.
Shit, guys.
Well,
Good for me.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
what do
when
you
the
got?
apocalypse comes, I'm going to
Come
your
to my house. I got everything you need.
Yeah. I got
Trust me.
nothing.
I got
Yeah.
it all.
My plan is to just start looting.
I literally lived off in a van for a while, so
Hell yeah.
I got us.
The last thing that I think that this has been said a lot on Twitter, but like they fucking cracked the way to do Predator sequels with this movie.
Yeah.
Is just put it
Singular, old, situations.
and it's a contained story. There's no like, oh no, if we don't kill this predator, the whole world will end. Like I don't give a fuck about any of that. I want to see this person's story. This just like you versus Predator, that's it. And so people have been saying like, yo, let's just put Predator in like
In the Renaissance.
in the Renaissance. Let's have
It's
him
the
fight
Cloverfield-
samurai.
It's the
Let's-
Cloverfield shit.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it doesn't matter what the story is. You can just
Yeah.
add it to the end of it because it's like,
Question then. Because she killed this predator,
yeah, that
how
predator.
does that affect?
Nothing. It doesn't affect anything. That predator just lost its rights.
How many predators are there?
the whole
It's a whole race.
species
Where?
in the
In space.
Where in space?
Predator land.
Yeah, wherever they
Predator
come
land?
from. There's a place where they're from. There's a
Where?
name for it. I don't know
Canada.
what the planet is, but they're not on Earth.
So it's a planet.
It's a planet where they just come from wherever in the cosmos, come down to Earth, do their rite of passage,
and then they go back with the skull of the biggest predator.
The skull of like whatever, yeah.
Okay, that's
I mean, it's
toxic.
They go. It is toxic.
Is there any women predators?
I don't know.
That's toxic.
Put me in a writer's room, guys. I'll
I
make
don't
your
know.
days beyond spins.
Yeah, they just have like it's like a rite of passage / like
What
just
this
trophy
predator
hunting.
needs is therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
truly. Imagine.
I don't know
Now,
if that's
why-
gonna work.
Because it doesn't talk to us ever.
Now, Predator, why do you feel the need to prove that you're the apex predator?
Well, I don't know. That's what we do. That's how I
It's
was
what it
raised.
is.
That's
It's
what
how
a
it's
predator does.
Isn't it enough to be just Predator?
No.
And it would probably be like, it's my name. It's in my name. I don't know what else to tell you.
Purpose. Yeah. Do they have a greater purpose? Like, are they trying to take over the universe?
No, they're not trying to take over Earth at all. They're just trying to hunt.
This is untied.
It's literally
who wins in Aliens versus Predators?
Predator. The alien does. The alien does. Yeah.
Isn't Predator a fucking alien? It's got technology in its forearm.
But the movie Alien is a different alien.
What kind of alien?
Xenomorph.
I was not expecting such a confident response from you both.
Alien is like maybe the greatest movie ever made. It's so fucking good.
Alien is the greatest movie
Alien and Aliens are both.
They're very, very
And then
good.
there's Aliens versus Predator. They're from the same franchise.
Alien, the first movie, Ridley Scott, incredible space horror movie.
Yeah.
I don't like
Sigourney Weaver.
It's the same type of quiet shit as Prey.
Is it when it comes out the guy's stomach?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen like memes.
And then the second one, Aliens, James Cameron, fucking balls to the wall action sequel. So the first one's horror,
it's like,
second one's action.
It's like an acoustic guitar like Jason Mraz for Alien, and then it goes to like fucking
Jimi Hendrix.
Heavy metal.
And so then where does Predator come into Aliens?
They're separate franchises, and then
how did they do that? Same
They
studio?
just did a crossover.
Well, and then some like they both had diminishing returns where Alien 3 was directed by a young David Fincher, but is not very good. What? And then the Predator franchise kind of got worse and worse and worse, and they both kind of sputtered to an end, and then they said, maybe we put them together?
Yeah.
Like
Jason versus Freddy.
Oh, I was going to say Godzilla versus
King Kong.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's we like to do this thing where we take really good movies, we run them into the ground, and then go, maybe we can put them together and make something even worse, but it'll make money.
Yeah.
So why does Alien win?
It finds a way to put an egg in a predator's chest.
In
AVP.
The egg cracks.
Yeah, the egg.
The way that it reproduces is. I mean, this is a different franchise.
All right, sorry. I'm trying to understand why Predator is not an alien right now because he looks like a fucking alien.
He is an alien.
He is an alien.
Oh, it's a different type of alien.
Yeah.
A xenomorph.
The franchise is called Aliens. So it's Alien versus Predator.
So they were both alien movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah.
And that was Film School, guys. I'll take my degree.
I really, though, going back, I want to see like basically a remake of Seven Samurai, but with them preparing for a Predator.
I want to see like Minions versus Predator.
A feudal Japan.
Minions?
Yeah.
Because it's like I was talking about before, it's the aspect of taking away the ability to kill from a distance. Like it has to be.
Are you still laughing about Minions versus Predator?
I just thought about Scooby-Doo versus Predator. I'm just thinking about the different movies we've done here, and I'm just like Amanda Bynes versus Predator.
Crossroads versus Predator.
Oh my god! Yeah, Predator in a fucking road trip movie.
Oh my god!
Bring it on, Predator or nothing.
Oh, disgusting! A Predator doing a dance battle.
Predator crumping.
Yeah.
Not Predator crumping.
Yeah, that's the way it proves that it's the apex predator.
There's got to be Predator porn.
Oh, if there's anything on the internet,
it's Predator porn.
There's porn.
A man who's 8 foot tall with
Rule
some
34.
with rippling abs.
And fucking on forearms. Beam me up, Scotty. All right, sorry. What were you saying, sweet guy?
I don't remember. I really don't. Oh, the
hand-to-hand combat, feudal.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Yes,
anything that has to do with a blade or a sword or something like that will
Just
probably be
do
dope.
it.
You can do a Viking one. Honestly,
Viking would be so sick.
However, the Assassin's Creed's games are right now, or it's just like it's always a different era.
Yeah,
but it's the same
just keep
person's
doing
ancestor.
It.
Yeah, you can.
I'll be there for every single
fucking one.
And it's just fucking like I think this is kind of the final sell of this movie for me is that this is a really, really, really good Native American survival movie that happens to have an alien. And I think that this script would be fucking amazing if she were hunting a lion.
Yeah,
it would still be really good, but it wouldn't have gotten made, right? And so now this is it just feels like a really smart way to game the system, to make a movie about the Comanche tribe. Like that is dubbed in Comanche that people are watching in that language. Like that's wild.
It's the first Comanche dub.
Yeah.
That's why that is
sick.
wild. Yeah, that's dope as fuck. That's historic.
Yeah.
Predator just made history. Wait, that's something you would never think to say.
No. I mean, I really thought that franchise was dead in the water.
Yeah.
Do you guys want some fun facts?
Let's do it, please.
Facts.
So we talked about the dog.
Dog.
I love this dog.
I forgot his name.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sarii.
It's okay.
It's Nadu's dog. He's a constant companion. This dog had no previous acting experience. That is not
That's
an
just a really
acting
well-trained
dog.
doggo.
This dog was adopted specifically for the movie only 2 months before shooting.
What?
She's a Carolina dog. It's a rare breed of wild dog that followed the first humans to cross the Bering Strait 16,000 years ago.
Wow.
And so Dan Trachtenberg really wanted a period accurate dog, so he found one that was a direct descendant of that dog. So this is not an acting dog. And I was reading that the dog really, the dog gives an incredible performance in this movie, but the dog is not an actor. And so it was really hard. But everyone was they loved this dog. And so they were rooting for the dog. And so when the dog would do it, everyone would be like, yeah! Because this dog gives
She's so cute.
a perfect ass performance.
Hippo, you want to be a celebrity acting dog? He doesn't really want to move.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just wants to do this all fucking day.
Dane DeLiegro? Dane DeLiegro plays the Predator. He is 6'9", a former basketball player.
Ooh, daddy.
And there was
Jesus Christ.
New York Times article about how he is now like having this second life as a monster actor.
That's great.
Huh.
Yeah. But he is shorter than Kevin Peter Hall, who played the original Predator. He was 7 feet and 2.5 inches.
Holy shit.
I know that Dan Trachtenberg, he thought it would be cool to not promote this as a Predator movie and have it be a surprise when people
that would have
got
been
in.
sick as fuck.
It would have. There's no way you keep that secret,
Yeah.
and I think he realized pretty early on that was not possible.
There's no way to keep that a secret, even if the studio agreed.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you can do that.
Name one time they've done it successfully.
Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, you're right. You already said it. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
He's such a good director.
Yeah, he is. He's
I
really good.
fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
So he directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was so much better than it had any right to be,
Yeah.
and just is great. And I don't know if you ever saw the way that he got to prominence is he directed a Portal short film, Portal the video game, where you have a little portal gun and you shoot through. And so he made as like a what would you call it? Like a proof of concept. He directed a short film being like, hey, I think we should make a Portal movie. It's dope. And then people were like, wow, this is awesome. He goes on and directs 10 Cloverfield Lane. I mean, at this point, I am as big a fan as this guy as I could be. Whatever he does next, I will be there for the rest of the time. I think he is such a talent.
Good job, Michelle Trachtenberg's cousin.
Not related. There is a little fun tie between this and the other movies in the franchise.
The gun.
Oh.
The gun. Garrick, care to
gun?
explain?
So in I think it's the first one. No, the second one. In the second one, they go and they are on the Predator ship, and one of them
Spaceship or sea ship?
Spaceship.
Okay. You got me real
Spaceship.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover gets handed an old gun from like 1732 or some shit like that. So whenever the time was.
Accurate and specific.
Gets handed a gun just to like show that they've been to the planet before.
Ah.
And then
Oh, so this is the gun.
that's the gun that was found.
Which does bring up some questions because this gun that we know that predators get in the future
Predators have it. Yeah.
is with our girl,
Yeah.
Nadu.
So
She
that
has
means-
it. And so now
Oh, no.
They have to come back.
that means that the predators are coming back.
We're getting a second one?
I don't know if we're getting a set. I mean, we'll see.
How many times do they need to come to Earth? Why do they send
They
why not
come
send
to
them
Earth.
somewhere
I think
else?
there's like a certain period in time where they just come to Earth like every 10 years or something.
Every time 20th Century Fox needs
Needs it,
money,
yeah, exactly.
the predators will come
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
But again, it's almost like if you needed to do a rite of passage, you'd go there every so often.
Do you think that predators have bar mitzvahs?
Yes. This is their bar mitzvahs.
This is their bar mitzvah. So after they skull people, they get put up on a chair.
Yeah.
Imagine like have it like this is their party, but before this, they're on the spaceship like reading their Torah portion, and it's so fucking boring.
Oh my god! And then this is their like.
This is their
crazy,
party.
Get wild.
Yeah.
My question was: is this the best Predator movie?
Yes, by far.
Really?
Wow, by far.
By far.
It's my favorite for sure.
Yeah, by far. Like even
The first one. I mean, the first one is great.
Yeah.
But it's very much a product of its time. It's super 80s, as you said. It's very Rambo. It's very muscled up.
Yeah.
Lots of big guns. But it's iconic and it's fun and it is good. Like the slow reveal of the Predator in the first one is fucking dope.
Is it like this? Click, click,
yeah.
click,
No, exactly like that.
click, 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 click.
I think definitely for a modern audience, they will like this one more. And I mean, the character of Nadu is so just
badass.
instantly dope.
So
We're
dope.
not gonna do our normal thing. We're all aligned. This
We
is a
know.
pleasure.
Yeah,
but
it's a
like,
pleasure. You watch the movie.
it's not just a pleasure. I think this movie is special.
yes.
Aw.
I really
cry.
do.
I think the point when she sees that this is a threat to her nation. And she's
people.
like, I need to go and find this thing. And she goes and ventures off by herself.
Over and over again. She's like a firefighter. Just
Yeah.
walks into danger.
There was just
just
something so special
Are your
about
titties
that.
hard?
My titties are hard. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about just her coming back, as you said before, Garrick, drenched in this
Goo.
Yeah.
green goo, holding the fucking head. She drops
She
it down.
throws it. She fucking not
She
even like
tosses it
she
like a
tosses it
fucking-
like
Water
There,
bottle flips
bitch.
it.
No one believed
and then like
me.
he just
Which, by the way,
looks-
means that she fucking sawed a predator's
Hell
head
yeah.
off.
sawed its
And-
head off.
And,
And then
put
she-
the goo on her face.
But they go on her face because that's what you do with the
And
your
that
kill.
shot of it glowing in the morning sun.
Oh my god.
That was gorgeous.
Even
When I said
'cause-
this is cinema.
Because this is after she saw her brother do the same thing with a lion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? And so they come in and welcome him in open arms. She wakes up and she's like, oh, fuck, I got knocked out and all of that stuff. I had to carry you back. That's what her brother said. And she sees the right being like handed down that her brother is now a man and all that stuff. And she's watching him in like kind of like envy. And then she's like, but there's also something else out there that we need to go and handle.
And she's like,
So-
I need to go and handle him.
And nobody believed her. Nobody believed her about this thing
No.
that it was out there. And then she comes back and she was like, it was real. Not
And I
only was it real, and I
fucking told
fucking
you.
killed it.
And then the
Here's
The
like,
the
most I
head.
told you so moment.
and she doesn't even bother with that. What
Yeah.
she says is, danger's coming. We gotta
gotta
move
get
to
to
higher
higher
We
ground.
had to move to higher
And it's just like she is fully.
She's not even trying to revel
boss.
in it.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, we gotta go.
She's
Right.
in predator mode.
Yeah. Well, and then there is the in that moment the reminder of like, yeah, that her people will be subject to
Yeah.
imperialist forces for
Right.
the rest of time.
Yeah.
And the fight is far from over.
Continue.
Yeah, guys, please watch this movie. Watch it on Hulu. Watch the Comanche dub.
Why did Hulu get it?
I don't know.
Disney got it. Disney bought it. from
Yes,
Fox.
20th Century Fox was bought by Disney.
Yeah.
And
Hulu.
Disney Plus does not release
Yeah.
anything other than children's movies because they got a family brand, therefore Hulu,
Got it.
But it is
Cool.
on Disney Plus overseas, I believe.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
It's a
Imagine your
star.
6-year-old stumbling on that.
So crazy.
Well,
It's a really good movie.
it fucking rules. Thank you, Dan Trachtenberg, for all the cinema. Thank you, Amanda Mid-Thunder, for being a fucking icon.
Yeah.
I'm at Corny on all things.
I'm a Kelsey Darragh on all the things.
I'm at Garrick Bernard on all the things.
And until next time.
No!
Oh, you're better at it.
I got that tongue.
Fuck the French.